Well, we got a little weather overnight, and everything's got a good little coating of ice on it. You can hear all the crackling of the ice in the trees behind me. Here's a propagation update. These are all my red osier dogwoods that are in water. So that's day 43. I'm kind of concerned that these leaves are showing signs of maybe either stress or lack of nutrients. And yes, we do live in our house. We do play games. These are my apple cuttings, and it's day 18. These are from an established set of apple trees in our yard. This water has been turning more often than the rest of the water, and I feel like it's because maybe there's some moss buildup on some of these sticks, but they're still growing, and I just changed the water a little more often in here. These are apple trees that were given to me. The trees are probably, or they were about 4 feet tall, and I took some cuttings from them. And these were started from grocery store apples and the seeds inside them. So I have no idea if these will actually produce or not. But at least they'll have, some value on the land as far as birds and cover and all that. So being day 43, I still don't see any roots on the harmed or unharmed cuttings. Because of all this bad greens, I would call, I'm going to separate my two controls, and I'm going to trim some greens off of one cup and leave the others to be the way they are, and see if that does anything in this next week. All right, there we are. Big or small, I did take some greens from each of these front cups, and it's very noticeable now. But my idea or my thought process is that the energy that these have been using to grow the greens should now go into the root system. So I'll change the water, give these one more week, and then see if there's any change between the two. If there is, I might wait another week after that and wait for those just to see. But then I might just trim those greens as well on the tops. All right, it is Thursday, March 9. This is day 49, and exciting news. Last night, I found some roots building, and there was one on this one I saw, right there you can see, on the bottom right of that stalk. Wait a minute. Oh, these are the harmed ones. Sorry, I lost you. These are harmed. So it didn't really matter what I did. They kind of are starting to root at the same time. So unharmed, untrimmed, nothing. Harmed, untrimmed, one root. Harmed, trimmed, nothing. Unharmed, trimmed, 2 roots on 1 cutting. Now these are my apples, and this is going to be basically a red osier dogwood only. But these apple ones, you can see there's a bunch of little white bumps all over on quite a bit of these cuttings. and I'm just expecting some roots to basically start exploding on those ones. Not a whole lot on the mature apple cuttings. I didn't really expect a whole lot because most of these were older growth and not much younger growth. So it is what it is. It's easy to hear and see that there is spring in the air. There's all kinds of new growth on the trees. And we're gonna go out and check the red osier dogwoods that are in the ground. Well, as I walk out there, I haven't been out myself in maybe a week or two, but I'm anxious to see if there is any growth or not. I can see that my cages are still standing because of my little red snowplow stakes. And I don't know, I'm hopeful that there's a little bit of green showing or some type of a bud growth, but I'm also a little bit hesitant to expect that. It's wishful thinking, and it's a new experience. It's really cool to see all the growth inside, but it still has been pretty chilly. It's plenty wet out here if you can hear the water under my feet. Yeah. Well, we're getting up to my first set here. I can see one of my plow stakes kind of fell down, but that's okay. And really no growth. That's okay. At least they're still there. That's good. Let's check the other one. All kinds of critter tracks, deers and coons. This is funny. These things were wedged in there good. I have noticed before, and I think I've said it, but I've had these out in the field before and they've been chewed on. So I'm thinking that deer think it's growth at least. But nothing here, no growth, but there's still 5 sticks in the ground. Same story here. Lots of activity. Lots of activity. That one looks like it's been chewed on a little bit and snapped off one way or another. No change here as well. We got one more cage to check. And looks like one more got chewed on, broke in half. You can see that little short one right there. But same thing, no changes. While we're at it, here's a little sneak peek of some mulberries. And same deal. But this trail is getting hammered by the deers just as much. So that's good. So thanks again for watching. I won't bore you with any more no change updates. And I'm going to keep on watching that root growth inside. And pretty soon we'll be transplanting some of those things into dirt. That'll be pretty cool. Have a good day.